Yes. Cool. Oh my God. Who doesn't want to listen to us talk? Hello.
Great way to start a pod.
Who doesn't want to listen to us talk? God damn it.
That ain't a vote of confidence for these listeners.
People love it when we talk.
Hello, listeners, friends, enemies, lovers. This is Hot Dad's Pod, where we have deeply charming guests on. We're coming out of HBIC Studios. I am your co-host, but not HBIC because I technically don't live here and I'm on the lease. I'm Gracie.
I'm Maria. I'm the co-host, and I am the HBIC only because this is my apartment, so I'm allowed to call myself whatever.
Okay, I was wondering where the name of the studio came from. The self-serving name of the studio.
Yes.
This is HBIC. Okay, what's up? I'm Pranav.
You're not gonna wait for us to.
Sorry, I thought she looked at me like
he was doing what felt
natural,
was being communicated. You're fine. You're fine. Don't get upset.
Fine.
Gracie's being a dick.
Yeah. Here's the problem. Here's the dynamic you're gonna notice between us very quickly. Maria is just a motherly energy, free flowing, very calming, and I am like a little I'm like
bitch.
That plastic spider from Jumanji. That you have always called me that, but I take it as that's
not true. You're not. You're literally the best. You're the best bitch.
I want you to only call me that from now on. Like if you're hosting a show and you bring me up,
next topic coming up.
This bitch needs no introduction.
She's a bitch. You guys know. We all know this.
I do have a plaque on my desk. Daniel Raderstrong, who I've mentioned
friend of the pod.
Second time, friend of the pod, got me for 2 years ago. He got me the best Christmas present ever. It was a wooden desk plaque that says "Dumb Bitch Executive Producer." So I take it as a term of endearment.
I gave you a promotion. I don't consider you dumb.
Exactly. You just gave me.
You're just regular bitch now.
One day I'll be
just
smart
regular bitch.
Name of the pod: Regular Bitch.
Reg bitch.
New name of our pod.
She tries to change.
Regular bitch.
She tries to change the name of the podcast every episode.
We're workshopping.
I think that's a good.
Brainstorming it.
I tried to do that with Mango Bay sometimes.
Yeah.
No.
Mango Bay, which
Mango
we
Bay
will
is such a good
include.
name.
I just try to switch the fruit though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want it to be? Instead?
Durian Bay.
Durian Bay. No one wants a Durian Bay.
That's kind of
Apple Ho.
Durian
we
Bay.
talked about Apple Ho. We floated Apple Ho
Durian
here
Bay.
and there.
You can't take a Durian Bay home to meet your family. You can take a Mango Bay.
All right,
You can take, you can't. You can't even crack one of those open in private. I wanted to get a durian this weekend, and my girlfriend was like, "No," and I was like, "Wait, what?" That's when I realized I was in a committed relationship because I had to not get a durian.
I don't know.
She was like, we can open it on our patio. I'm like, no, I want to eat it in bed.
What?
No, I don't.
I don't know what a durian is.
I would eat durian in bed.
You can't even take them on the subway in Japan.
I know, but
What is
they do that with.
It's a fruit. It's a really stanky fruit.
You can't take them on the
it's
subway
big
in
and
Japan?
spiky, and
Oh,
you can't.
yeah,
But listen,
yeah.
the Japanese.
Is it
There was a
gooey?
time you couldn't take Koreans on the train in Japan.
But
you
here's
know?
the thing,
So,
in
I don't know that I think that's the
there's
thing.
some racist motherfuckers. All right.
But in Japan,
they be discriminating.
They sell silicone eggs that you can fuck, so it's kind of the same thing. I'm surprised.
They have
It's
they
like,
have
what is a
signs.
durian or whatever the fuck you just said.
They have signs in some places that say like it's literally a picture of it with a red circle line through that says no durian.
Okay, if you could have one,
That's got racial overtones. You
Does
know what
it?
I mean? Kind of.
not under.
So they did the Ghostbuster sign over a durian. I don't know. Every time I see that Ghostbusters, that circle slash through it, I'm like, that's a little racist right now.
I feel like that is not originally a Ghostbuster symbol.
I know it isn't. I know it's not.
I love that you just turned a traffic sign into.
You know that
Look, I don't have a lot of respect for graphic design, okay? It's whatever. It's the Ghostbusters.
Whoa. As a professional,
I know.
as the top graphic designer, I'm gonna say, in this world and this room, not including the dog friend.
She doesn't know
We
how
have
to
to
graphic
introduce.
design at
We
all.
have to. I don't know what is
Listen,
it.
I love your apartment.
Thank you.
I love it. This
Everyone
room
compliments it.
specifically, it's like
It's a moment.
it's like
isn't it?
meth chic. You know what I mean? Because you've got like the leopard print curtains in like Blade Runner lighting or whatever. I mean, it's really, and the pink, it's like the John Waters, and then it goes boom, full meth chic.
It's like
Beautiful.
Quentin
Then you've got the African
Tarantino.
fertility art up here.
Yeah,
Hello.
70s shag lady.
It's
The
Quentin
velvet
Tarantino
at that.
back room.
Mm-hmm.
It's Quentin Tarantino back room.
Back room.
You know what I mean? Like back room of like the strip club.
But like
Oh.
100% less N-words.
Right. And like more of something you'd find on Pinterest.
Now with less
Quentin
N-words.
Tarantino meets Pinterest with half of the N-words. Half.
What a demented description that was.
But like we love it and everyone loves it. Guys, we're not even done.
Like a ham sandwich with confetti.
If you guys have been
and
listening
a dream
to the
about my
last
mom.
5 minutes of this name of the pod. If you guys have been listening to the last 5 minutes of this and you're like, hey, I love this energy. Where can I fucking keep up with these bitches? You're gonna follow us on Instagram at Hot Dads
Pod.
Hot Dads Pod. Fuck.
Hot Dads Pod.
Hot Dads
On
Pod.
Instagram.
If you have any gripes so far, which I can't imagine that you have any gripes with anything we've been
We
saying
hope you
so
do,
far.
but we hope
That's
you do.
crazy. Only gripes, only complaints, please. Nothing positive.
Only gripes.
And
dick pics.
Only gripes and dick pics, but not your dick. That's
Complaints
very,
and dicks.
Complaints, dick pics, not your dick's tasteful nudes. To
Untasteful
hotdadsPod@gmail.com. You can find me at Save Gracie Canaan, SaveGracieCanaan on Instagram and TikTok. Boom, over to you.
Cash App.
Cash App, not Cash App, Venmo, but you can send cash to my physical address.
No, you can't. 'Cause
DM
you won't
me.
give them. Okay,
That's
you're not going
true.
to give someone
Find
who DMs
me.
you your address.
That, she said
Maybe.
Venmo. Like she's like, I identify as white.
Yeah,
Survive
exactly.
with
That's how you know.
I know.
That's
just so
my
no one's confused.
biracial.
I'm Venmo.
We're gonna get into that. We're
know.
gonna get into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into you roasting
Venmo
me.
is for the douchebags. Cash App
Yeah.
is for the people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
okay.
Zelle. There's
I'm
Zelle.
on both.
Yeah.
I'm biracial.
Yeah. Biracial on biracial on finances.
I'm biracial, guys.
Digitally financially.
hurts.
Yeah. Well, who are you? What's your shit? What's your whole deal? I don't know
Do
you.
you mind
Social?
if, do you mind
Yeah.
if I plug before we introduce our guest?
As
idea.
the HBIC. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That'd be
yeah,
great. I'd
for sure.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks so
yeah,
much.
for sure. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. God damn it. I was going clockwise and I counterclockwise and I just don't know what I'm just goddamn
So
it.
you can find
Yep.
me, Maria Heinegg, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. What am I forgetting? Twitter, MariaHeinegg. Watch my stories on Instagram to find out about my shows and that kind of thing, or just read the local news, like whatever pops up. Any
Sure.
kind of like lost woman
the Brooklyn
articles
Star.
probably about me. Is that a real
Nope.
thing?
News.
That sounds like a Spider-Man. Like what's theirs called? The
Brooklyn
Globe.
The Daily Planet.
The Daily
is
Planet.
It?
It's like that, except for Brooklyn, for
Yes.
like stand-up comedian.
When there is
verse.
a woke Brooklyn Marvel character that gets introduced
in the comedian verse.
Well, there's already a woke Jersey Marvel, Mrs. Marvel. She's like an she's like an
she's
Indian.
Pakistani.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, she's
shit.
Pakistani. Yeah, she got
Yeah.
in trouble.
Wait,
Actually,
wait,
during the partition episode, people were like,
Oh, I don't know.
But no.
who's in trouble?
Me.
"This is a Marvel comic book character."
yeah,
which
yeah.
I don't know if we need to go into that.
We'll go into it
whatever you
later
want.
after you plug.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
so
what's
wait,
up?
wait. So introduce our
God.
guest.
Okay, this guest, this next guest.
We have not told that we did not mention that either of our previous guests are comedians. We just had them introduce themselves.
Good. Be like,
Wow.
hey,
I like that better.
we
Yeah.
found
You
this
know,
person.
then there's no expectation. People are just listening to somebody, and
Yeah, but you have some creds that we definitely want to acknowledge.
Oh, you wanna get into
with
Cred
some
City?
accolades, yeah.
Okay.
And then fill in the blanks. I'm going to introduce you, mostly known as, I feel like, the co-host of the very wildly successful podcast Mango Bay. Wildly, it's. Would you say it is or is not taking the nation by storm?
I'd say it's taking certain nations by storm.
Certain nations.
Yeah, we're huge in
Insurrection style?
Indonesia.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
was like our start at the start.
Yeah.
Like, for inexplicably, like we were getting a ton of love from Indonesia. So, yeah, I mean, the
Shout
first
out to-
among nations
shout
to
out
us,
to
to Mango Bay.
Indonesia.
We've started to cultivate it
Yeah.
the pod to be more Indonesian oriented.
We're learning
as a
Indonesian.
result. But that didn't work, so we just kept it kind of Indian.
Maybe
but,
we should hone in on a certain country and start. Maybe we should start with your people in Germany.
My people. Do you mean
Ooh.
Austria? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Go out from there.
Yeah.
Where can we find you, Pranav? Pranav Behari?
No, it's not. Oh, you're saying my name. That's
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that's my. No, my
Name.
social.
That's
Find me
your
on
name.
find me on all social media that I'm on at
Yes.
Pranahaha, Pranahaha.
Which I love that handle.
Pranahaha.
People be loving it.
It's
you
fun.
know?
And I also want to take this moment to plug your most recent accomplishment, which is Killa Haircut.
Oh shit!
Oh, I fucking
I don't-
love
so,
it.
I don't
Let's
love
get
it,
into
but-
that.
Okay, I don't love it, but I needed to
why?
do it because I
You have a
had a
girlfriend
couple
now?
things. No, I had a couple things happen. People were messing with my hair during some TV things that I was doing.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I had there's consecutive times people fucked with my hair in different ways, and
when
it came
you were
out
a
really
stand-in for
shitty.
Guy Fieri.
Exactly.
For sure. You can't go back. You gotta cut that shit out.
Classic guy.
Classic Indian
doppelganger.
They were like, we made a huge mistake. We actually have to bleach all of you as well as your tips. Okay, so you had some people fuck with your hair.
So I had to like just chop it all off, basically.
Yeah.
I just told the person who cut, I was like, just take it down to the shortest length that's on here now.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
make it uniform.
It looks great.
So it can get back to my
really
normal
does.
mane of hair.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but
know
I
you don't
appreciate
like
you
it,
saying that.
But I think it looks good.
Yeah.
I also am partial to like short hair on boys.
Well, but
know,
I mean, I wouldn't say
you're a
that's
boy.
the case.
I
You're a
am.
boy.
You're a small boy.
Small
But it also
boy.
doesn't matter what anyone thinks but you because it's your head.
I agree.
So.
I agree with that too.
It's your head.
Thanks for reminding me of my head privilege.
We also should we introduce our second guest?
Oh,
today?
shit.
I don't know if the camera can see her or not.
Yeah, possibly.
maybe if she
She's pretty
hops
chill.
up.
I've got my brother's dog.
Yeah.
Her name's Rosie.
Rosie.
Yeah, she looks like
Hi, Rosie.
She is.
Hi.
she's really pretty.
She is like who's Seuss like eyelashes.
Yeah.
We
You
love
wanna come
her.
say hi?
She
Do you
looks like
remember that
she's-
I gave you a TREAT.
I tell my girlfriend she's like a West Elm dog. She
Yeah.
designed
Oh,
at West
totally.
Elm.
Totally. Yeah, you can see her next to a nice ochre hemp pillow.
Exactly. Yeah,
I mean, I know more than anyone.
Together
about
at
the
last.
Inside dark dungeons of the West Elm headquarters. they shove you in there. They lock the doors behind you, and they go design 45 penguin ornaments before dawn.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's really scary.
bougie
They
hell.
have the
Yeah,
best
it
structured
is
Coke
bougie hell.
that's ever
But, you know, I
been.
love the idea of a white sweatshop. At the same time, you
It's
know?
amazing. I mean, I was the blackest. I was black there. I was the brownest person there. I was single-handedly carrying. That's not true. There's a lot of East Asian people in design.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I feel like
Of course,
my
dude.
art school, it was white people and then like a bunch of people.
East
like
Asians
Korean
have the
people
best
from
design sense, though. If you
Yeah,
look at
for
like
sure.
Japan and Korea
Minimal,
and China, it's like
sleek.
I disagree.
highly
Imagine.
Well, you are German.
hard.
You are German, so I do get it. Don't think I don't get it.
Fires, a lot of.
Can you imagine if I had that hot take? I'm like, honestly, everything out of Asia.
Yeah, boo. No. Any style, any. Rosie's licking herself. I love it. I'm not gonna be able to not talk about
It's
her.
a great thing about like seeing a dog eat themselves out, which you see like 3 or 4 times a day, which I didn't.
Oh my
I have seen before. It's something I learned after like
Yeah.
you know taking care of dogs and loving them. Is they know how to please themselves.
Well,
My
that's the only way they
favorite-
can clean themselves.
I know.
That's it.
I know.
I
Let
mean,
me have my fantasy.
They don't
okay?
have doggy
They're-
bidets.
They're eating themselves out.
Oh my gosh! Really quickly.
That's your fantasy? You sure you want to hold on to that? That's
Look, I told you I'm not taking a stand on anything.
that's the teaser clip.
good.
That's
This
taking
is-
a stand. I'm going to say that is
is.
taking a stand.
It's taking a fall is what it is.
Yeah.
right about now. I don't like doing it to them. I just like seeing themselves enjoy their own nature. Okay,
exactly.
that is better.
That's
Life
so
is
much
hard.
better.
I've never filmed it. Okay?
on purpose?
I don't have like a cam dog site.
The way you said
set
that,
up.
I'm thinking you absolutely do. I've
Cam
never
dogs.
filmed it.
The fact
with
that
the
you already
owner
had a name
seeing.
for it is pretty concerning.
Yeah.
At least it's not cam pups. Okay.
Cam.
You know that is already a cam girl website for sure.
No, don't
For
tell me.
sure. No, but of like
I know,
you
I
know,
know.
women dressed
How
as
about
dogs.
Cam
I know.
doggy
tell me you didn't
style.
say it ain't so. What's up?
Cam doggy style.
Cam doggy style.
Yeah. If you really want to take it, if you
Cam
really
dog.
want,
Woo.
That's the
Cam-
name of the LLC.
yeah, Cam doggy style for that.
Everyone else just knows
Okay.
it as cam
It's called
dogs,
Cam
or
Nines.
if you're on the dark web, cam pups.
Cam pups. Oh man, every episode we talk about starting an OnlyFans, but we've decided it's just one more social media account that we have to
God.
maintain,
I
and
think
it's like
we-
again, I can't hustle one more. I can't do.
I think we only
optimal
talked about that
posts.
on one other episode.
I feel like
Really?
only
every episode.
Listen, OnlyFans
Just
is a
like-
depression trap. If you just think
Yeah.
about it, people are like, "This is so novel. I'm going to go on and show my pussy. I'm going to make $100,000." Because look, there were at the beginning there was like mid people
Right.
getting on and making bank, and so
Yeah.
everyone thought, "Oh, we can do it." No, it's just like
It's
the
a
platform
jailbreak mentality,
right?
yeah.
So now it's just like you've got like hundreds of thousands of super mid
Pussies.
vaginas and dicks on there,
Yeah.
and it's like $3.72
That's
or whatever.
really
It's
sad. Yeah, to watch someone fuck that's. Oh, I don't know. Like now that I have because I have
Only
an actual
regrets.
job, I would hold the line. I would have everything be like bonus, be like $1,000, and that's my Christmas bonus.
fuck. Wait, what would you be giving them?
I don't know.
Okay.
just a video of me waving.
Yeah, I think you should
a video
probably
of
know
me doing
what
the
they're getting.
footloose dance. Be like, no, it's a surprise. It's like a surprise bag of goodies. I don't like bidets, and I know that seems like a weird segue, but you said bidets a while ago, and I have been trying to get on the bidet train, and it just never. It's
not for you.
Startles me. It startles me. It feels very invasive. I have other ways of taking care of business and maintaining.
Okay, so we are going to ask you for some fatherly advice.
Yes,
Rosie, you're the best. You can help too.
yes.
Look at her.
So here's what I want to know.
Okay.
And then she might also have a question as well, but for now we'll focus on mine.
Let's give me
Do
a rest
you
for
think
now.
that as a bipolar person, I should just stop taking my meds?
Do I think you should just jump off them?
Yeah.
Interesting. I kind of want there to be more of an occasion around it.
That's a
You
good.
know?
Ooh, okay.
Like, are you
Funeral.
ready to do something?
How about,
You gonna go
like,
shoot up
should
a
I,
school? Like,
well, I wouldn't say
small
that those
one.
are connected to each
It's
other.
it's
at
an
all.
adult continuing education.
Honestly,
you know how to hype
center.
yourself up.
Sure.
to hype myself.
Yeah, you know. Are you gonna go?
well,
you start
because-
rapping?
Should I
It could also just make me depressed, though, right? Because it's like the stabilizer keeps you from going manic or going depressed, and neither of them necessarily make you violent. But I appreciate
like
that you
being on
believe
your
in me.
meds?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I mean,
But it's so fun to be hypomanic.
yeah, I mean, it is like you know. Look, we all got to take little vacations. You know, I'll have a little bit of manic depression as a treat. You know what I'm
It's like if
saying?
you can't afford.
I kind of understand what you're talking about right now
Yeah.
because I've been on like a weed kick lately, and I don't normally smoke weed, but it's been the end of the year. It's been a very busy year for me, and so I was like, I'm just gonna be a fucking loser now for like a month, and I'm like, babe, what do you think of this? I told my girlfriend, she's like, sure, but like I've just been smoking a hella weed. I've been playing nonstop video games,
Dude, what are you playing?
I finished God of War.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wait. So that
And then
actually,
I've been replaying some
that
games.
ad made you actually buy a PS5 because I remember you like being like, who the fuck has a PS5 a while ago? No.
Yes.
So did you buy it
So
for
I bought
God
a
of War?
PS5. I did.
Fuck yes,
Yes.
they work, dude. We were inundated with those ads for God of War. I remember playing God of War on my PS2.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a long time ago. No, you're gonna like this, Maria, because as the God of War, you can have a threesome in a jacuzzi. Do you remember?
I didn't.
that?
I didn't play the earlier God of War.
Oh,
games.
There's
Okay,
some
alright.
witch game where you can have a threesome too.
Dude, yeah, a lot of them get real
Interesting.
nasty. You can
gotta
get
ask
married.
David
you
There was
can
a
get
threesome in God of War.
Yeah,
too?
dude. Yeah, I think it's 2. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, and it was on PlayStation.
It was on
too.
PS2,
Holy shit!
and it was like you can, and like my friend and I just kept having threesomes or whatever. So you're smoking
Sounds
weed.
like you want to have
you're
real
playing,
sex with your friend.
I already did. Check and mate. Let's do it. I try to fuck my entire inner
Emphasis on
circle.
mate.
Check and mate.
Yeah, baby. She
yeah,
said
okay,
entire
so-
inner circle. Just for the record, I'm part of the inner circle. She is.
This is the inner circle that I've walked into here.
Yet to try to have sex.
Rosie, we got to get out of here. We got to get out. We have to escape from the inner circle.
Rosie more than anyone, according to
Yeah,
my
Rosie's
earlier.
trying to induct herself into the inner circle.
Yeah, for sure.
All of
She
her-
is at your feet right now, which is very cool.
very
So
sweet.
do
She's
you
got her
you go
head on
through
your tootsies.
phases of like escapism?
I don't.
Because
This
you-
is very rare.
Well,
'cause
sometimes
I'm
I talk
pretty-
to you and you're like, you're off, you're like, I'm not drinking. Other times I talk to you, you're like, which I appreciate because you are constantly monitoring it. And I think that's very helpful.
Yeah, I monitor myself a ton.
Yeah,
I'm like
samesies.
super on
Never
my
let
own
your
shit.
guard down,
yeah,
man.
dude. I'm pretty rigorous about
Yeah.
what I do to myself and
Yeah.
when and all that.
Yeah, you are pretty rigorous about what you do. to yourself.
Except for this, I'm
Sorry,
usually
so
like pretty on
sorry.
point. It's
Yeah.
okay. No. Come on, don't apologize for that ever.
For making the jack off thing.
Dude, I mean,
I
look.
just rigorous on myself. It's like all I could think
This has
about.
been Thunderdome vibes from the beginning, okay? You came in hot with something, you know?
Yeah.
I've been talking about dog, bestiality, all that. It's fine.
We can only go down from here.
No, we could.
Name of the pod.
I'm deleting this episode.
You want to start over? Do you want to reboot?
Yeah, let's reboot.
Sorry, this is our 3rd episode, and I'm loopy. I'm gonna sit this one out.
This
Continue.
is actually just a very long con to do a review of a PS5.
yeah, which is our sponsor, God of War.
Yeah.
Here's my
Friend of the
point.
pod.
Here's my point: is that you can treat yourself to like little, vacations from your normal
Can
self.
you? Because my psychopharmacologist would probably disagree with
I'm
me.
just saying I understand the impulse.
Yes.
But is your life better without it?
I mean, it is when I'm hypomanic.
Yeah,
it isn't
it's-
right after I'm done
How do you
being
perceive it?
hypomanic.
It's always things that you do in those states that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, and it's also a what goes up must come down. It's not always true, but usually if it goes one way, it's going to go the other way. So if you get to do the satisfying like mania, then usually you also.
You always see it coming around the bend right after.
But then sometimes that doesn't happen to me, and I don't get depressed afterwards, and I'm like, I'm a god.
Oh, you feel like you cheated death.
So
Well, here's the thing. I find that I'm not actually more productive when I'm hypomanic. Like I really don't. When I have all my
but you
meds,
feel
when I
good
have,
while you're being
you
not productive.
do, but it's like
It's like Coke,
Yes,
right?
you
It's
know,
like
you-
it's like doing Coke and talking about a podcast.
but it's
doing
like
a podcast.
way better than Coke.
Here's the thing, I microdose. That's my workaround. I microdose today. Like microdose shrooms, microdose acid. That is like better than that's controlled hypomania.
But I
and
thought
it's
microdose, you
authentic
can't
to
even feel it.
Yeah, but then I guess I
You're macrodosing.
I a little bit. How much am I?
I said you're macrodosing.
I'm not macrodosing. I'm like slightly more than microdosing.
So you're just doing it.
I'm just doing acid. I'm just regular.
That's what it sounds like. I feel like I microdose every day. Then I'm on acid a lot.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Constantly tripping.
Because you're not
tripping.
supposed to trip at all.
'Cause, you know,
if
I've
you're
tried microdosing.
It's like a little tingle. It's like a little tingle. It's not like
Did you get a tingle
When
you
From
did it?
microdose?
When you
So here's the thing. How do you know what is a microdose? I tried microdosing
Scientists.
once a long time ago.
Measure-
I was like, yeah, I'm going to try this microdosing thing, be productive and
Yeah.
upstanding or whatever.
upstanding.
I took a little bit of
good are you,
acid, then I got to
fucking-
work and I was like, there is no way I can stay here. I was like, guys, I got the flu. Bye. I just fucking bugged out. They're like, you look
Yeah.
great. I was like, gotta go.
And I feel great, but not here.
Yeah.
I accidentally learned about the productive and mood booster qualities of acid when I took acid on oh my god, you were with me the first night I tried acid. It was at Von Bar.
Oh, I remember that.
I had taken half a tab. This
was like your awakening, Gracie.
Yes, it was.
I remember that,
And then
yeah.
I woke up, and because it was my first time doing it, I was probably like, my system was really sensitive. So I woke up and I went to work, and it was still a little bit in my system. And I was just like, this is fucking amazing. And not in like a weird, coked out, inauthentic way. It's like, this is a very like,
How
oh my God,
dare
I
you.
actually have, I know, I'm so sorry
I
to
am
piss on
so
coke.
authentic when I'm on coke.
I am my best self.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a huge fan of, but I feel like don't. I always feel like if I want to go off my meds, it's to prove that I'm not weak, but it's not to have fun.
Oh, I would only do it for fun. I'm
You
not worried about
know,
being considered weak.
So what are some things you would do like on your little vacation from the
well,
meds?
first of all, I would definitely rack up some more on my credit card. For
Okay, yeah, you run up some debt.
Ooh,
All
for
right, liking the sound of that. What else?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
A lot of colorful shirts will be purchased.
Okay.
Definitely some shoes that I'll immediately return.
Nail polish.
Nail polish. That's one of my big ones.
Yep, yep.
I told you about that?
Yes.
Yes. Nail polish is a big one. Maybe a trip somewhere. Definitely some unsafe driving. That's one of my favorite things to treat
Unsafe
myself
sex?
to. No, I'll
Yeah.
still wrap it up, but I'll
Yeah, for
definitely
sure.
lower my standards for who I'll fuck.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
Emotionally unsafe, definitely.
Well, there are a lot of people listening to this podcast now that are like, go off your meds. Go off your meds.
Yeah, all
So-
They're lining up.
all the gross bros that listen to the pod, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you never
Quiet
know.
little bros.
yeah. I just, inappropriate social outbursts.
Yeah.
You like one time
I mean, listen, why can't you do these things on your meds?
Right.
because
You don't feel the
because you
need?
don't feel like you feel when you're on drugs while you do it, where you're like, this is the best day of my whole fucking life.
So you
Like,
want
when you're
that.
hypomanic and it's like, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. When you're
No,
like
I
euphoric
interrupt you.
hypomanic, because you can feel different ways when you're hypomanic. You can be like irritable, like it's different every time. But when you're euphoric hypomanic, so it just feels good. Like there's no like frustration type symptoms from it. Like you feel like when you're manic, like you feel like sunshine is shooting out of every molecule in your body.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
You
like
walk around
liquid
too, and
sex.
it's like
I've been
sometimes-
manic. I have
Oh,
been
so you
manic.
know.
I'm like mildly manic depressive. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so then it's like just euphoria.
Yeah, no, I love Euphoria.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
big
But then you
fan.
get the racing thoughts at night.
Yeah.
Shit'll keep you up, and you know you can really run. It's like the problem
It's good
is,
for like 6 hours, and then you're like, oh,
Yeah, but it usually isn't like 6 hours. It's usually like what, a week or something.
depends.
If you, but my thing is like,
I'll rapid cycle
I'll walk around and be like, oh my God, life is amazing. Then I'll start like getting really emotional and kind of like crying.
Oh, yeah.
That's like my thing is like,
But
I have so many
love
days.
that.
And then I start texting people like, oh my God, I haven't talked to you in so long. I fucking love you. And then
is that why you be texting me sometimes?
Yeah,
What?
exactly. It's because there's a chemical imbalance in my
Okay,
brain.
this is okay. I mean, I knew
No,
that.
I'm
now
genuinely
you're finding out that she
I've
doesn't
texted
care about you.
Look, I'm
actually,
also twirling your dog's ear.
I know.
loves
She's
it.
got like a dreadlock now where her ear should be.
No,
She loves it, and you love it. That's an antidepressant kind of activity.
Yes, it is.
You know.
Oh, Rosie, but I'll any idea that I have, I will text someone and be like, let's make this happen. So it's very projecty. I feel like I'm really on top of shit. But then there's always a crash.
Right.
Fix your ear. Yeah, she's got it. She's an independent
she's
woman.
like, I've
Yeah.
had this ear my
She's like,
whole
I'm done
life.
with you.
Yeah.
Come
yeah,
see
exactly.
me. Come
Oh,
see me.
the dog whisperer.
Oh, I love
right
you
over
so
here.
much. Oh, I love
I envy really hardcore dog people like that.
She's a really hardcore dog person.
I know.
Yeah, because they know. Like, have you ever seen someone properly? When you see someone properly walk a dog, I know. You know, it's like they're a medieval farmer or
Exactly,
something.
yeah.
And they're like, come hunt with me,
A beast
hound."
master, you know.
Yes.
She's a warg who can commune with animals.
When I walk a dog, I look like I'm taking out one of those gargoyles from Ghostbusters, and you know, it's just flipping all over the place. I go Rick
Dude,
Moranis.
at one
I'm
point
like,
I was walking
"Whoa!"
her, and it looked like she was walking me.
Yeah.
She had the leash in her mouth and was like looking back at me, like dragging me along. and I
Yeah,
was like,
you're her
I love
bitch.
her. I can commune with an individual animal, but there's people who are just like, they can just go up to any dog or any
Yes.
animal and be like, hello.
Yeah. Also, just a
Maria's
quick
got
shout
that
out that
gift.
we've now made 2 Ghostbusters references in the same
And
episode.
your shirt also looks like it's from a
Dude, we are. This is Ghostbuster vibes.
Is it?
And then
What's
look at
that?
hers. Look at her
Mine's
90s Pizza Planet, like, or
which
80s,
is Toy
whatever.
Story.
Is it?
Cute.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cute. I love Toy
Pizza
Story.
Planet, and I've been wanting pizza all day. So now the fact that you pointed it out,
I've never seen Toy Story 3. People don't like that.
I don't have a
I heard it
problem
was
with
a
it.
good one.
I don't remember. I'm sure
It
I've
was
seen
really
it. but-
heartbreaking. Like it would really hit. It really hits home as an adult because it's all about like nostalgia and the loss of childhood.
Number
and kind
3
of the
specifically?
process. Yeah, number 3 specifically.
Okay.
It's
I was
very
like,
much-
are you woman-splaining Toy Story the series to me?
Absolutely right now. But I'm saying
She's acid-splaining it, just so we're
Only-
clear.
Yeah. And then it like
Touche.
you become Woody, and then like you're in the screen and you're looking down at the audience. It's really fucking good. It's amazing. But I also like how you led with like some people don't like this about me, but I haven't seen Toy Story 3. I know, and I'm like, God damn it, Maria. We said no hard opinions on this
I know.
podcast.
But
It's like, hey, I know it's been 3 dates and we're really getting to know each other, and I like
we
you and
already
you
had
like me,
anal.
but
before
Yeah.
we go
one thing
any
you should
further.
know.
Yeah.
Do you have a thing like that on any date? Like a thing, here's a thing you should know, date 3 or 4 before we get in too deep. Mine is I'm like best friends with my ex.
I don't know
And
if I'm
it's
gonna
like
have
you
kids.
Oh,
gotta
that's
say that
date
one.
number 1 for me now.
Yeah.
I'm 31. I don't fuck around with that anymore. I've
Yeah.
had like 3 times I've had that go south.
I think you've been
because
clear about it though, and just
I've
the-
always been
the
clear about it.
Dudes
No one
don't
cares.
listen. Dudes who want
They
to have
don't.
kids, like, don't listen when you say you
They're
don't
like
wanna have
her
kids. They're like, she'll
biological
wanna have
programming
kids.
will kick in. All like pheromones and baby crazy. You know,
There's all kinds of ways of manipulating that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
that men
absolutely.
do. It's so interesting because the
Rip out your
stereotype usually is
IUD.
about women trapping men with pregnancy, but men be doing that with women. I think
Men
just
be
as much, and
sure
that is
do be
actually
doing that
that is
with women.
predominantly the norm, right? That's
Yeah.
actually the first mode of subjugation of women, actually,
Right.
In many
To
ways,
knock
right?
us up.
To knock
Yeah,
you
yeah.
up, right?
yeah,
No, that's
Um,
true.
that's how you keep
You're
us.
the best feminist in this room. You know that.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what can I say?
Excluding
Let me tell
Rosie.
you something about feminism.
Break down feminism. Break down Toy Story.
Toy
Tell
Story-
us how
I've never-
Toy Story 3 is an allegory.
I never saw Toy Story 3. I did
For
see Toy. I do
feminism.
remember Toy Story 4 because that was the point when I realized like all the toys talk like pedophiles. You know, they're like, we're gonna go to the park today. We're gonna get a kid today.
Dude, that one
We're getting kids today. There's gonna be kids there. I'm like, this is uncomfortable. I need to turn this shit shit off. Okay.
This is me finding out there's a Toy Story 4.
Yeah, like my phone's listening to me and stuff too. I can't be heard listening to this. It was pretty.
Especially like
it was a
when they have
demented
weird
moment.
Voices. Yeah, and then there's a little forky one too in the fourth one. There's that little like mutilated fork thing.
Yes,
that walks
I remember.
around.
Yeah, the makeshift toy.
Do you watch this because you have nephews and nieces?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. At the time, I was dating like a Disney chick. I'm ashamed to
my
say.
God.
She was like,
I'm
she's like a Disney
sorry.
Pixar chick, you know.
No.
I'm too
that's
one of those.
Which is fine.
No,
I don't
you're
mind.
not.
I don't mind Pixar movies, but she like really liked kids movies.
You
And I was
don't
like,
understand
all right,
what a Disney
we'll
adult
throw
is.
on. Yeah.
I've been
you
to
think-
Disneyland without kids.
So I would
On
do that.
acid.
And I would do that. I would go to Disneyland without kids, but
I got kicked out of
I'm not-
Disneyland.
Yeah, there we go.
And I don't have kids.
And by going to Disneyland without kids, I mean I was arrested in Epcot. So
they asked me what I was doing here without kids. Bless you.
Yeah, no, going to Disney without kids does not make you a Disney adult. A Disney adult, you know a Disney adult when you meet a Disney adult. They have paraphernalia.
Oh, they have
They wear like
paraphernalia?
sweatshirts
Okay.
and shit. And,
Yeah.
You know, they're
There's a
pretty-
lot, and they're usually not even. They don't try to hide it.
Right,
Like, they're
which
very
you should.
comfortable
You
with
should
it.
have. You
should be
have-
ashamed of yourself.
You should be.
You should be
ashamed
exactly.
of
That should
most
be
of-
like child pornography or something, where it's like
Yeah.
I just download this on the low.
Yeah.
You know, nobody can
Like,
see it.
was that-
I
that
take
was a-
out my Disney paraphernalia on a Sunday afternoon.
That was
No
a
one
great
can-
impression
in
of
the-
a pedophile.
Which was how did I do it?
You have like actual
This
videotapes.
is what I'm gonna. It's a very productive pedophile. Like, okay, I got my tea in the
Spreadsheets.
morning. I got my chamomile. Like, I got my let's do this. I got my website. I got my VPN.
We're gonna start with
Like,
Aladdin, okay? And we're gonna end with Dumbo.
Yeah,
you know?
Dumbo
and they're
is
actual video
fucking
cassette
depressing.
tapes,
Right.
Like just
Oh my god, the ones that creaked and smelled good, the VHS, like that when you open them and they're
Yeah.
like little plastic things.
You getting high off of microplastics?
Fuck yeah.
Fucking
I
free
get high
pacing
off
some
of-
Disney
Yeah,
microplastics.
man.
yeah.
Nice.
You know what we need to do though.
What?
So I have your advice, which is go off of it if you feel
No,
like
don't do it. Don't do it. No, I actually we didn't get to the moral of what I was saying. Do not do it.
Yeah.
Do not do it.
Don't do it. I second him. Even though I know that I'm not supposed to give advice.
What you need to do now is
Also-
pay attention to the things that you love
That's
that
true.
in your life right now, as a result of being on your meds. That's like a way of getting high.
I
Okay,
love
fine.
that.
Go off of.
I love that.
For everyone just listening, she's glaring at me.
Pranav and I have a lot of sincere moments. I sometimes
No.
take pictures of Jupiter and I send them to him.
Yeah,
and he's
it's
like,
true,
I fucking
Dad.
love you.
Why
You
Jupiter?
have sent me pictures of Jupiter.
Mars is visible right
Why?
now too.
Love you, girl.
We just love the planets.
We love
and
the planets.
Planets
life,
are cool. I
and
like
we love
planets.
Dude, one time
sincerity
Gracie came
together.
over on my birthday,
Yeah.
and it was a wild birthday. She came over on my birthday, made me pasta, and
Was
then
it
showed me
terrible
planets
pasta?
in the sky. It
Oh
was
my
delicious.
god.
Okay, because she
It
made
was-
terrible pasta for Eagle, and we were talking about that.
Yeah. Oh, wow. There's a theme happening where it's me making pasta for male comedians.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then
What
not
is-
having sex with them.
Dude,
Yes,
and
I'm
what's
so
up with
sorry, by the way.
not doing that as like a podcast?
What? Oh
Making
my god.
pasta?
Making
pasta for comedians.
Holy shit. Can we have one episode? Maria, I constantly am pitching like really weird themes and framework. I want a lot of production value here. I want a lot of wigs. I want a lot of. I want like
She
a
asked
lot
if
of-
she could wear a top hat. In
I
the
would,
episode.
I would love like a little I want a lot of like gimmicks, you know. So one of them could be maybe
Making
it's just
pasta?
me eating pasta. I don't know.
I think
don't
that, you know, you're cooking the pasta for the comedians. It's a whole
Yes.
thing. It's a show.
Yeah. But it would be
Yeah.
a lot of noises because in your case, I think I made it from scratch.
What
Yeah, you made
kitchen
you made it
rolled-
from scratch.
I rolled out.
What
the
kitchen are we
pasta.
making this pasta in? Because mine is big, but you can't. Yours
Yours was pretty. I can't remember.
It's a pretty open kitchen.
Yeah. It was
melds
enough
into
for
my
me to,
living
but like
room.
if you're hand rolling out pasta without a pasta wheel maker, you gotta like you're like
Which
giving
you did.
PR to a counter.
Which you did.
yeah,
You made actual.
She handmade the
fucking
pasta.
handmade
Went
pasta?
in- and I'm not domestic at all.
Listen,
That's like
Gracie
I'm a one-trick
handmade
pony.
pasta, brought it over,
Yep.
but made a nice like ragu with it.
Yep, sure.
We had a lovely dinner, and she
Lovely
showed me
chat.
planets.
Yep.
It was all on my birthday.
Yeah, and then
she
we
was
had
coming over because
couch time
it was
with
like
smokes.
yeah, and it was like COVID. It was like peak COVID was just ending, and it was such a nice thing to do because it was so isolating that year.
That's
you
like
know,
my ideal
it was like
hang.
one of the best birthdays.
Oh my god!
Swear to God.
Was it your actual
That
birthday?
was the actual day of my birthday
Oh
too.
my
That was a great. My co-host Usama came over the day before to celebrate me.
Usama.
friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
Sadiq the freak.
Yeah, and we did all my favorite things. We, we
yeah, I
drank. We
remember
watched
you
scary
telling me
movies.
Dude, I miss that time of the pandemic. Like I truly do. I was so happy and I knew it was so fleeting and I felt such extreme guilt for feeling so happy. Yeah. But I was like, fuck, I am sleeping 8 hours. I am eating 3 meals. I am like
thriving.
Oh my God.
It was wild thriving during the pandemic.
I thrived during the pandemic.
I love it, dude.
Crazy. Yeah. I don't know.
I love it. I got in super good shape. I was doing like fucking.
What happened? Am
doing
I
like
right?
500
Okay,
push-ups a day.
500 push-ups?
Fucking yeah. I was
At
like,
once?
yeah. I quit juuling. No, not at once. That's insane. That is so mental.
There were one-handed push-ups, 250 each arm. Consecutive.
How many
Hell
push-ups were you really doing?
Yeah.
Like 100?
No. I was doing like, I think at my peak I was doing like 450 push-ups a day.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because I had nothing else to do. I was so monastic. I was doing HIIT workouts in my living room. I was doing a lot of comedy, actually, strangely.
Zoom.
A lot of Zoom comedy.
Wait, can we say Pranav and I got fired from the same corporate Zoom company?
Yeah.
And it was so funny because
Not to bust up the whole fun high of 450 a day push-ups, but I was doing it. I was in hyper
get
good
back to
shape.
that later.
Yeah, and then I did get fired.
then I made fun of him, and then a week later I got fired.
That's right. It was amazing.
Why'd you guys get fired?
Because we weren't clean enough. But
Yeah,
like,
I like traumatized. I traumatized Disney. That was the client.
I
there.
traumatized Capital One, even though I've done so many fucking shows.
No,
for
actually, it was
Capital One.
Pfizer that I had traumatized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you traumatize them?
I forget what I was talking about. They were like, "Don't."
It was like race stuff.
No,
or
it wasn't.
something.
It was like I was roasting some of the people, which they deserved.
Yeah, for sure. Was it for like being Pfizer and was it for like vaccination shit?
No, I mean, believe me, I was thinking about it, but I don't think that was in my that was in my heart.
Am I right? Yeah.
But it was like but it was like race stuff, but it wasn't really. It was all like self-deprecating dumb shit.
Yeah.
It was like pretty clean.
I didn't know either. I thought I was getting a good vibe off of people, and like I told them it would be clean, and it really was. And then I had one joke about horse poop.
Horse poop. I remember that.
And then they like shut me off. Like it was so not a problem in my head that I didn't even realize they were kicking me off. I was like, oh, their schedule must have changed.
Yeah.
There wasn't even an inkling of self-awareness that like, oh,
they cut you off in the middle of your set?
Yeah, they were like, oh, we actually have to leave. And I was like, oh, I thought I was supposed to do 4. Okay, like have a good one, blah, 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 bye. And apparently they were like, they asked for like anyway, we're getting a lot into but it was pretty funny that we have that in common.
Yeah.
Fired
I
from
love
the
that.
same.
It's
great.
I love that you laughed at him and then you got fired.
Oh yeah, I
that's
was
the
like
best part.
fucking loser,
Yeah,
and then I was like, well, we both have no tact.
great.
Let's do it.
Did you get paid?
Yeah, we
we
got
got
paid
paid.
well.
Oh, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't get paid for that one because they.
Are you for real?
Did you get paid for that one?
Yeah, of course. You're not gonna not. That was 30 minutes of my time.
Oh yeah, I
I had to
don't
talk to
think-
like the most boring and borderline sort of banality of evil type people like on
Yeah.
earth. You know what I mean?
I don't even think
Working
I
at Pfizer,
asked.
fuck them. They better fucking pay me.
I don't think I even asked for them to.
You should
pay
email
me.
him.
Yeah.
You should. What have you got
Be
to
like,
lose?
remember a year ago? I think they would be there. This company was like really
Right,
uptight,
but
so
you
I don't know.
have nothing to lose asking for it.
Yeah. That feels gendered. You
That's
should just ask for what you
true.
want.
I know you're right.
You know?
Well,
Maybe
no,
they took
that
some of your
happens.
time.
You should be
ask
like, you
me?
guys paid Pranav.
Yeah,
pay
be
him?
You don't
like,
even need to
hey,
say
I
that. You
just
can be like, I'm
found
a human
out-
being.
Yep. And
I did the
realized-
service, you
When
know?
did that happen? Was that this
Well, no, but you
year?
could freak them out.
2022?
No, that was 2020.
But you could
That was
could
like
freak them out,
2020,
though.
dude.
It was like 2021.
It's like end of
But
2020,
Gracie,
beginning
you
of
could
20.
freak them out though and say, I know a male comedian that you paid that you stopped having on your shows. Why didn't you pay me? Because I'm a woman.
Ooh, yeah.
And I'm a brown. I'm a
Start
barely
scamming.
brown woman.
Yep.
I'm a
Barely
little-
brown.
Barely brown.
Legally
New
brown.
name of the pod.
Barely legally brown.
Barely little Indian. Barely brown.
You know what's so
Okay.
funny is one time I tried to get Gracie to do like, the Indians have a head bob when they talk. I was trying to give her
Yeah.
Indian lessons. I was like,
This
just
is
try
the
doing
first-
this, bobbing and weaving your head a little bit, and she turned it into like a Grateful Dead dance, like Fish concert. She was jamming out to a guitar solo. She just totally defiled it. Oh my god,
Yeah.
you deserved it. That's karma right there.
Well, I was trying.
If I can introduce you to some other brown concepts.
I can't do this with my neck. actually like.
He's also
it
not
gets
trying to get you
fucked
to
up.
do that. He's trying to get you to do something.
I
more
know,
like
I
this,
know, but
and
I can't.
You're doing like a.
I don't know, guys. I watched the first half hour of Triple R, and that's my recent. You know, that was me getting more in touch
What's
with my
that?
Indian roots.
It's a really raucous South Indian movie.
yeah.
And
It is
it's
in
just high octane
intense.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think within 10, 15 minutes, it just killed a little girl for no
Right,
reason.
right.
It was
No,
just like
within the first, like, 5
totally
minutes.
cartoonish depiction of like colonialism in India
yeah.
and stuff. And it was like really funny.
I
and
love
very over the top. A lot of Indian machismo, men just chasing tigers through a forest.
a
coming
lot of
into
like
the city.
close-ups of sweat.
Yeah.
A lot of like close-ups of sweat and slow motion like punches.
Yeah, it's a beautiful,
Highly recommend.
over the top, high octane Indian action movie.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Triple R.
Triple R, yeah.
How many
Speaking
hours
of-
long is it?
It's probably like triple hour, yeah. Probably
Yeah.
like 3 hours
Tri-
at least.
yeah,
Indian
it
movies be
is.
going long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah.
It's really
Not a
Indian
lot of
sitcoms
economy
are 2
there.
hours an episode.
Yeah.
Speaking of
More is
abs,
better. More is better.
abs and sweatiness that I brought up.
Oh yeah.
We have our next question for you because
shit.
this is called the Hot Dads Podcast.
Okay.
So we asked you for your
So
fatherly advice,
you gave us your daddy advice,
which is
Okay.
great.
on
Don't go
mood
off your
stabilizers.
meds.
Don't go off your meds.
Basic
Okay.
but important.
You don't need to do that.
My next question: what do you like? When do you feel the most hot, and what are you currently doing to like maintain your hotness? And it could be anything like spiritually. It can be a skincare thing, but give us your little plug.
Oh, well, right now nothing because, as I said, I'm like undergoing a willing slob phase. So a lot of video games, smoking
Is it
weed, going out to eat every
450
night.
push-ups. a
Yeah,
day?
450 push-up vibe. But other than that, like, you know, I think for instance, starting on New Year's, which is just in a couple of days, I'm going to fast. First day of New
Oh,
Year's.
you're a New Year's person.
Well, I'm just like using it as a thing.
Right,
You know? It's more of
sure.
a month thing. It was
Yeah.
going to take a month, and so the new month is
Fasting-
beginning.
What's your fasting schedule?
I'm just gonna do a 24-hour water fast.
okay.
Yeah, just a little
Just a
little
one-day
purge.
thing.
Yeah, one day thing.
Does that really help a lot?
I want to
Yeah?
try it. Fasting is
Okay.
supposed to have some really fucking nutty benefits for you.
Okay,
Actually,
cool,
and
cool.
That's why people do intermittent fasting.
Oh,
intermittent
hell
fasting
yeah.
is a good thing to do. I generally
Yeah.
do follow that as like a dietary pattern.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I do. I don't eat when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, that's good. That's
I
good.
eat in my
and you
sleep.
sleep 18 hours a day.
yeah. Yeah.
These meds are
Actually,
amazing.
well, I'm lying also because I wake up in the middle of the night and I totally go get a snack. That is
Yeah.
like that. Like
I
almost
can't
every
go to
night.
bed hungry. Like it's
Neither.
because
And
it'll-
I'm not going to bed hungry.
Yeah.
I'm just still hungry.
I'm one of those
Yeah.
people where I wake up so hungry that I'm nauseous. Like every morning I wake up and I'm like, I need to feed.
Then you need to eat more at night.
Right,
Maybe.
right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Generally, for self-care, what do? I lift weights.
What kind of weightlifting do you do?
Just
Are you
like
barbell or
I use
dumbbells?
dumbbell. I do a lot of dumbbell presses, pulls, things like that.
Kettlebell guy?
No, not a kettlebell guy. Then for like cardio and other fitness, I do Muay Thai. Usually three
so
or four
cool.
times a week.
Dude.
That's a lot.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I've given up.
But
on
this month,
regular
not really.
workout.
I mean, first half of the month, I went pretty consistently, but last
Holidays
2 weeks,
fucks
been,
everything.
yeah, I mean, I've
it's
just been.
December.
Yeah.
It's December.
Worst time of the year, in my opinion. January is where it's at. Everyone has shut the fuck up and everything's quiet.
Yeah. Meditate is a big part of my life. Always.
How many times a day do you meditate?
Twice usually.
Twice.
He's
And do you
very
do
good
guided
about
or
that.
do you just
No, I do just my own mantra based meditation.
How long?
It depends, anywhere from 20 minutes to much longer.
Much longer. How much
Yeah.
longer? 20 seems like a lot to me.
I don't know. Maybe an hour would be the longest I would go.
An hour is
I don't
a
think I've done
long
like a
fucking
2-hour
time.
meditation or anything like that
An hour
before.
is so long.
I mean, an hour I think is pretty standard. Is what you should
That blows
aspire
my mind.
toward. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have friends who do stuff like 4 hours, 6 hours. They go to like retreats, Vipassana retreats,
Right.
the
Sure.
whole day, 6-8 hours. They're there.
I do like a 15-minute one
Yeah.
with an app.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Like I
Insight
time
timer.
it.
yeah.
You heard of Insight Timer?
No.
It's a good one. Like it's actual meditation guides as opposed to whatever dude they use for Headspace or whatever.
Right.
So the money's actually going towards the meditation teachers, like the individual ones.
Oh,
And there's like
nice.
thousands to choose from.
Sponsor us.
Yeah.
Insight Timer subscription
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
pod.
I mean, I'm like a religious person too, so that consumes a big part of it. And there's a lot of self care in that, in terms of meditation and breath work is also
Yeah,
good.
I love breath work.
You're a very holistic person. Like your relationships, your comedy, your your livelihood, your religion, like they all intertwine very nicely. In a way
Well,
that
that's
I
always
really
the goal,
admire.
right? Is to have a fully integrated life. And
Yes.
I think I'm almost there, but not quite, you know?
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
gotta figure out the
Well,
fuzz
but
in your
not
mouth
quite.
first,
exactly.
and
I've
then
got,
gotta-
I got a bunch of
the
ball
dog
hair in my mouth. You know?
Once
And
you again fully
got a
integrated,
mouthful of pubes. I'm here.
The pubes are integrated into your mouth. So that's what we're talking about. Fully holistic, fully click together, man. It's a religious experience.
Love you, Gracie.
I love you too.
Miss you.
That's a nice man.
No, but not quite is what it is to be alive.
Say that again.
Not quite is what you said. I think I'm fully integrated, but not
Yeah,
quite.
I mean, again, it's always
And I
a
said
process,
that's what's
right?
being conscious is, right? Like,
Yeah.
not quite.
Yeah.
There's
So,
more.
my whole. If you want
compartmentalizing,
advice,
Yes.
Give us
all
one
of
I
it.
haven't had a drink in a long time. Actually, I'm not saying
Dude.
that I quit drinking because I do like drinking, but it's probably been 4 or 5 months now.
It's
something
really
like that.
being sober is excellent.
It's fun, dude.
Cutting
It's nice to never make
down
yourself sick.
is oh my god, but also just like for us, we have like hypomania, fucking manic depressive shit. Is it long term? It makes such a big difference. So February this year ruined my ex-boyfriend's birthday party. Amazing. I mean, I didn't really ruin his. Oh yeah, we talked about this. We did. It's such a fun way to say that though, even though it's like a gross exaggeration. It's really anyway.
I just don't think that it was her fault what happened.
Oh, I just came. Like nothing will make me
Is that
feel
is that how you
better.
ruined it?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
came?
yeah. I came
Okay, is
loudly
this something
in the
you want to
middle of
talk
the
about?
bar.
Have you talked about it already?
No, we've talked about it offline. We'll do like a solo
the
episode.
chick
one
that
time.
she confronted had it fucking coming. That's what I have to
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah,
You told me about this.
It was
That bitch.
Yes. Oh my god, I told you
threesome
about
thing?
it. Yes, but it wasn't the threesome girl. It was
Yeah,
the
I know,
friend
I know.
Who it was an AB conversation, and
She needed to see her way out.
She did not see her way out. But anyway, I dealt with that by like alcoholism was in my family, so I dealt with that by like I couldn't like explode because it was a birthday. It was like his birthday, and I just found myself like going home and like literally cramming in tequila so that the words would not come out.
Oh man,
and
tequila
sometimes-
helps me get words out.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. They did come out. They did. We had words, mostly my words. But the point is like sometimes it took that tipping point to be like, and I'm done having this relationship with alcohol. Like, fortunately, I'm not an addict, so I could like
Choose.
I could facilitate it by myself, but I stopped for I think 2 to 3 months, like 2.5 months cold turkey, and then I have been moderate, and then I've gone like a week on, a week off or whatever. But even when I'm back to a week on, it's not like it was before. Like it's just you're so much more mindful after periods of abstaining from
Yeah.
it that's a really good universal suggestion.
I like it. Not drinking is really fun. I mean
Yeah.
that. It's actually fun because I think about, especially with what we do in terms of comedy, it's just around all the time and it's very easy to have a drink. 1 drink a night, 2 drinks a night. It kind of accretes in your body in a way.
It does.
You feel like total dog shit. You're always a little bit off kilter in a not good way. You're not-
Emotionally, it really
Yeah,
fucks
you're not-
with you.
you're-
Well, and it's compensating for something, right? Like you feel like you have to have a drink or two to like celebrate that you're having a lightly good time,
Right.
hanging out,
Yeah.
or because you're not having a good time and you're bored, so it's something to do.
That's
quote
the
unquote.
most dangerous one. Like whenever because I used to drink because I was socially anxious, and then because I was socially anxious, I would have a couple drinks, and then I would, even if I wasn't acting differently, the next morning I would be like, fuck, I was a little tipsy. What did I say? Therefore, just adding to my social anxiety. So it's just really a snowball catch 22. The old wagon wheel. the old cyclone. Okay, I don't the old Poseidon whirlpool.
So demented.
The old 8 ball, social anxiety, and 1.5 drinks.
Yep. It's that is whoosh.
That's good. I
That
haven't
is
had a cigarette
rush.
in a while, although I love nicotine. That I miss.
Yeah, I'm
know.
proud of you for quitting. the
I
tool.
I probably wouldn't drink. I would drink really just to have an excuse to have a cigarette.
Oh yes,
You
just
know?
be like, what's your drink of like? what is your
A tequila. I
But
love tequila.
yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah, I'm a
yes.
liquor guy.
Dude, I
All
have
the
like
way.
a very fond memory. Oh yeah. I have a very fond
She's a
memory of
show.
you. Like we were doing a mic not too long ago, and it was funny because we both like
Branded
went back
Saloon?
to my. No, it was I don't know, somewhere like fucking K bar or whatever the fuck. It was like on like 4th Street in the East Village.
Okay.
And we did and then we
Climate
went next
bar,
door.
yeah.
Yeah. And then we went next door to this like red flooded bar, and you were wearing this like really cute hi Rosie, and we were wearing this like you were wearing this really cool. It was just like a vibe, and it's like that's always. You were like, it was like a vibe. You had a tequila. You were just like enjoying yourself. And that's always such a thing about an allure about drinking for me is it's the circumstance too. It's like, I don't usually sit at home and have a drink. Like I rarely do, but I love like the circumstance and like the vibe that comes
It's always
with
about
the bar.
yeah. It's always about just
With the
hanging
drink.
at the bar. It's always about the atmosphere. I was
Yeah.
walking to a
It's
show.
the energy, man.
Oh, look, I was walking to a show in Park Slope or whatever, and I decided
mean
to
here?
walk there. Yeah, basically here. I was actually around here, and there's a lot of cute bars down Fifth Avenue or whatever. My show was on there. Everyone was out. This is just before, this is 2 weeks ago. Everyone's out having beers, cigarettes on the street in these bars. It's very
Yeah.
holiday fun spirit, and I was like, yeah, that's nice, And I had a bunch of shows that night, all at bars, but then I was like, God damn, that'll feel like so shitty tomorrow.
And not only tomorrow.
know?
Okay,
Yep.
here's another hack too. If you are gonna drink, I found that like, especially in the last week with Christmas and stuff, I actually just have my 1 or 2 drinks earlier in the day because it fucks with my sleeping.
Yeah, that's
like
what
if
I
I
was
have
gonna say. That's
if
a
I
big
have like
reason not to
red
drink, sleep.
wine at like 10 p.m. or something, I drank this week because it was like holidays, whatever. But I had a couple drinks when my sister got into town, and I slept like shit. And the next night, I went to bed completely sober, and I was like euphoric. I was like, this is fucking. I was like, it
Yeah.
felt like I was on a drug itself.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. The fact that even like one glass of alcohol,
Yeah.
what am I, 100 years old? A glass of alcohol
a glass of sherry.
yeah.
It's so
can like fuck your sleep up is like
Yeah.
that's reason enough for me because I love sleeping. So,
so
I
funny
don't
because
want
I'm
it
saying
screwed
all
up.
this, and I fully intend to like have a drink at the show I'm doing tonight.
Well, good. Have at it. Have fun,
Fucking
dude.
an
Yeah.
intentional 4 shots.
I'm just
and
telling you the
that's
things I've been
it.
doing that have been making me feel good and happy.
Well,
and-
of course, though, whenever someone talks about, whenever you or someone talks about not drinking, everyone around you is like, yeah, I've been meaning to blah, blah, blah. And you're like, this
Yeah,
isn't about you.
that's
Per
very
usual, it's
true.
about me.
Yeah.
Um,
But I have a bit about that I'm like, I don't drink, but when you tell people that, they like make it about them. They're like, oh, you don't drink. You think you're better than me.
right,
You know?
of course.
you're like, be like, I do think I'm better than you, but not for that reason.
It's a weird.
that's
You know
the
why it's
joke.
such a weird reaction? Because
Gracie, that's literally
everybody literally wants to not drink
yeah.
in a weird way. Like I think 90% of people who drink really don't want to. So when you tell them I don't drink,
Yeah.
they feel compelled to just tell you what their relationship
Because
is to it.
This,
Yeah.
We're
They're like,
based
"I'm
on a
fine,
Victorian Puritan society. Like that's how, well, listen, not say how we started the U.S., but that's how we established what is now the U.S.,
Yeah.
which is with fucking Puritans, right? So
Yeah.
it's teetotalers, like,
But I also think it's,
it's
like
being
people are
healthy and
realizing
wanting to feel healthy and what that means and how that makes you like elevated and better than other people.
Right. Oh, that's the main driver is we always want to be better than everyone else,
hundo.
right? I think
Hundo.
like that's absolutely speaking of which, this is no segue at all. Maria loves me right now. Maria, how glad are you that you sucked me into co-hosting
I
our
really
first
did not know how that sentence was going to end.
sucked me.
But I liked how it began.
She looks at me all the time. After every podcast recording, we turn off the cameras and Maria softly cradles my face and she whispers into my ear, "You are the best thing that's ever happened."
I could see that. Yeah.
She'll do it. She'll do it this time.
It's funny because she's trying to do a bit, but she's great.
Yeah.
She's incredible.
But she doesn't think she is. So it's this.
I'm
Yeah, I
working
know.
on it.
It's just
I'm
it's like
working
the,
on it.
it's like spastic insecurity that
Yeah.
comes burbling out.
Well,
you
here's
know?
the thing. Also, it's gotten a lot better recently. Like I have gotten a lot more confident. And then one of my friends was like, "Wait, if you get more confident, what is your brand going to be?" And I'm like, fuck, now that's an insecure thing. Now I got to be insecure
just
about
be
my brand
insecure
loss.
about that while you're confident.
Oh, be insecure is like, it's like an arrest.
I mean, look, that's every comedian's brand is being insecure.
Right.
That's a
I don't
totally
know. There's
ridiculous
some people,
thing.
right?
I mean,
Exactly.
who does it? Who does this? That's not
Pranav
insecure.
wants you to know that you're not special. Okay?
Right.
You are special.
I don't
and
want to
want
be
you
special. I want to be like everyone else. I want to be. one
You're
of those
on your way.
pinterest
spoken like a
chicks.
real special person.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
I want to fucking fit in line. Okay, guys. Here's the deal.
You're so
I'm
special
abrupt.
in that you want to be unspecial.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to be accepted. I want to be part of the tribe. This is the way I'm winding down on this episode, which is I have to catch a show and I really want a slice of pizza. I am winding it down. I'm
Where are you
not
gonna get
winding
pizza?
it down.
I'll get
I'm
a slice with
crashing.
you.
Yeah? Do
Yeah.
you want to come get a slice with me? I'm
pretty
gonna
hungry.
somewhere around here. Maria, what's a good pizza place around here?
Pizza Secret. It's a block away.
Ooh, not anymore.
I don't know if they do slices though. I think
What?
it's
Sounds
he's
like
like an
Pranav and I
Italian
have
chef
to-
from Italy, like whatever. Like I
Oh,
don't know if they do
shit.
slices. Maybe they do slices.
I'm looking for like a place with fluorescent light.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like
and I got nothing.
Real
for
bus
you.
station vibes.
I got-
yeah, 7-Eleven.
Dollar slice action.
Cannot recommend.
But that we're all gonna go look for our
There's an artichoke pizza around here.
Oh,
hey, plug.
That's a
It's
lot.
1 block away.
No,
Oh, okay. I will. I
it's
will.
not, but
it's
pizza.
It's
I probably
heavy.
won't eat it, but
It's thick.
it's thick.
It's
It is
thick.
It's cardboardy.
It gives you a lot of all
Diarrhea.
the ingredients. Yeah.
What?
Which then gives you a lot of diarrhea.
It's a lot of fiber in that it's made out of
Right.
wood.
Yeah,
Right. And
it's
I
true.
will go be getting some. I will go be getting some. What is that?
I will go be getting some.
I love that you preemptively put on your hat as if we're as if you're gonna
preparing.
start. Yeah.
Getting ready.
Last plugs, Maria.
You can find me on the internet as discussed up top, MariaHeinegg. Please like, subscribe, share, rate, and review this podcast,
Please
Hot
do.
Dads Podcast. Gracie, give him your info.
You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at Save Gracie Canaan, SaveGracieCanaan. You can find me at graciecanaan.com. Keep up with show dates. I'm going to be touring a little bit in February and March. Pranav.
Yo, hi. Follow me at Pranav. We already talked about that. Follow my podcast, Mango Bay, at Instagram. It's at Your Mango Bay. Subscribe to us across all platforms. I have another podcast coming out soon.
Ooh, double dipping.
It's called Semi Woke. It's with my very dear friend Sharia Mattis, a very funny
Yes.
comedian.
Cool.
It's going to be dropping now in 2023. I'm assuming this is when this
Oh,
is
I'm
coming
so
out.
excited for how
Yep.
problematic
It's
that's
coming out
going to
in
be.
2026.
And speaking of, I have a web series also coming out this year.
Yes.
Awesome.
It's going to be coming out probably in the next 2 months, is my guess. We're in post production now. It's called Problematic.
Yes.
It's very funny. Check it
Huge
out. It'll be on
lift.
Brick TV. And I'll be on TV a couple of times too. I'll be on the other two, season 3 coming up. I think
Oh my
episode
God.
9.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking love that show.
Congrats.
And I'll be on the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel series finale.
Oh my
Hell
God.
yeah.
Dude.
Check me out there.
Hell yeah.
I think that's, and I've got a show Suri and I are doing in Park Slope. It's called Little Sister Comedy, Young
Nice.
Ethels.
Which Maria and I
January
are going to
21st.
be
I used to live
both
above Young
on
Ethels.
January 21st.
I used to live above Young Ethels.
Yeah, so you guys come check it out.
Maria and I are both going to be on
Shut
it.
the fuck up.
I'm
it's
headlining
already
it.
booked. We've already booked it. But-
Right, with
Yeah,
me and Maria.
with you and Maria
And
co-headlining
it's just
it.
co-headlining. Maria's so uncomfortable right now. Maria,
She said it. I didn't.
I know. No,
What
they will
else?
be there.
what else do you do?
When
They
is it?
will- They
When
will
is
be
it?
there.
But they
When
will
is
be
it?
barking for
January
me.
21st.
21st?
Yeah,
Okay.
but not getting the spots.
Not getting a spot.
I'm paying
This is where we just
Gracie a pizza.
Honestly, it will work for pizza. Speaking of which, let's get the fuck out of here and get some pizza. Guys, we love you. Thank you so much for supporting us.
Thanks
for having me, guys. This was
Listening,
fun.
watching. This has been Hot Dads Podcast. Bye.
For now.